Well, hi there everyone and welcome back to Infinity, where I'm out here by this little lake because you find me in the middle of collecting tons and tons of clay, which is always one of my favouriteest jobs. I am lying very badly. I hate collecting clay. I really need to find a good way to get lots of clay very easily, especially before I drown. Probably wearing your steel armour in a lake isn't the best idea. But never mind, I think I've got a decent amount. I'm just going to get this little patch out as I drown. Ow. And then we will wait and get back. Two more pieces, just two more pieces, and I will have an inability to get out of there. What's that? 4 and a bit stacks? Is that a squid? I'm having you, squid. Come back here, squid. I need ink sacks. Oh, I had a welding helmet squid. Isn't that awesome? No more squid. No more squid. Fine. Hey, there's a squid. So yeah, there's actually quite a bit of clay in this. I got all of that clay from this little... Hello, squid. Goodbye, squid. I'm beating you to death with an axe, I guess. There we go, 3 ink sacks, that will do. There's a lot of clay in this lake. I tried up on the river. Can I find... There we go. On the river, which you can't see, but is top right of that. And there was no clay whatsoever. It's been really annoying. And look, there are... Okay. I think those sheep are hiding in the bushes, so I'm not going to disturb them. Let's get back and try and get back to the town, which should be this way. I didn't come down in my little airship. Oh, I'm going to get completely lost. I do have my waypoints on, and I cannot see them, but it should be out here. He says, hopefully. There's loads of clay still on the way back. Am I going the right way? Yes, because that's the scar there, isn't it? I can get so very easily lost. What's the time of day? I think I'm okay for daylight. Hop up here and we should, hopefully, be nearly home. That's the wrong scar, isn't it? It's completely wrong. I live over here. Why would they have 2 scars? That's just completely silly. Hello, wizard pig. I suspect that's a wizard who's, you know, incognito trying to infiltrate the piggy movements. Right, I live over here, don't I? There is the hill. That should be... Come on, sprint, please. That should be... Is that Scary Sheep? That is Scary Sheep. I haven't seen Scary Horse for a while. And this over here should be my old house. There we go. I cannot believe I got that lost wandering around looking for clay. Now there is a giant ravine here. Don't go and jump into it because I've managed to avoid it up to yet. Right, let's see what's been going on over here. I was doing sheep last time. The sheep are over here. Hopefully they are still doing just as well. The cow is still in there. I have bred them up a little bit. You can see I have a baby red sheep. Hello, baby red sheep. You are very cute. And we have... How is the generator doing? It is actually out of power, but it has quite a bit of power in it, so that's fine. It has got a bit of wool. And that is... going up actually, and I'm getting a bit hungry actually. Let's quickly eat a bit. Delicious. So yeah, that's actually looking quite good. I am impressed with that. Where is everybody? Are they in here somewhere? Hello? Oh, here's Bill. Hey Bill. I'm thinking of calling it Bill's. Well, yeah, it's a good name. It is short and to the point. How's Sarah? Oh, this is coming along. They're trying to... They're testing things out. Oh, Leo's way up there. Hey, Sarah. I'll be happy to get the floor in. Yeah, are you actually sort of living in this? Are you sleeping on this? Because if you are, you don't have a roof and you don't have flooring. Is there a way up? There is a way up. Up the scaffold. And, oh hey Leo. I like working at heights. Well, that's a good job. I can see my house from here. Yep, you can. That's because, oh, it's the only house in the area, Leo. So if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to jump off backwards and head on back upstairs because I have plans. I will quickly point out, where are we? Somewhere over here. We've been testing out ideas for roadways. Trying to work out where the main thoroughfare for this place will be, and I'll show you why when I get up here. Because I was talking about putting a pair of gates on here. You can see I had an attempt at putting a pair of gates on here, and you know what? It was terrible. It did not look good at all. So let's try and get up here. There we go. And you can see, hopefully, if you remember what this was like, that I've been doing some major earth movements. That wall was not there. It was sort of semi-stepped up messily. What I really need to make is a filler to make jobs like that easier. But if you stand here, I think that is a pretty awesome viewpoint of looking down to what will eventually be the main road through the town, so I quite like that. So what I'm going to do is actually just drop a staircase down through the gap, build up the sides slightly, and I think that will look good. Let's have a look up here. Now, are there changes here? I think actually there are, because I think these towers have actually been finished, which is great. You can walk sort of into this one because it is, yeah, it's sort of like that, and you can sort of walk into this one, but this one was a bit more solid. So yeah, that doesn't work quite so well. You can see I've been playing around, trying out ideas for in here. I don't know quite if I like that or not, if it narrows it down too much or what have you. Down here, this is pretty much the same. No creeps about. You might be able to see I've just sort of tidied in that wall as well, tidied in that bit. It's looking a bit better. Now you may be wondering what these holes are for, or possibly you may not. But I'm going to tell you anyway that these are holes for coke ovens. We are going to start doing a little bit of Railcraft because I want to do some Railcraft stuff. And that's a good enough reason. There's room for 3 coke ovens. I doubt I'm going to make 3. But we'll see how far we can get in this episode. So let's head on up. This has opened up quite a bit. Probably, possibly, since the last episode. It's hard to remember exactly what I was doing. There's just a floating piece of amber there. Amber does let you know it floats. If you ever find amber, try it. It will float for you. Looking on up here. These rubber trees are actually still exactly where they were. They do need to come down. This was in last time, I think, with the crenellations. The roofs might have been on. I can't honestly remember. Let's get back into the factory, where we can start to make stuff. And I wonder actually just how much power I've still got in here. am I out of power? I'm getting really close to being out of power, you know. That is really stupid. So if you're just going to excuse me for just 1 second, I really ought to make up another windmill blade and put it on. Because I have been very stupid and allowed myself to run out of power. It's that thing which ate it all. But it has given me tons and tons of power. Tons of power has given me tons of wood. And wood means more power, and that light's going down anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So super quickly, because you have seen me do this before, but guess what? I have forgotten the recipe already. It is just like that with planks either side. It's going to make us up a ton of those wooden rotors, because why the heck not? Stick them around pieces of iron. I have more than one piece of iron. I have many pieces of iron. I have moved this chest over here completely now, so it just gives me a little bit more room. And there we go, a couple of wind generator turbine things to have a spare. Right, let's get up and back before anything spawns, because I don't want things to spawn. Why are you not letting me click on you? Rotor! There we go. Oh, and it's going to work first time this time. Good. Right, let's get back inside. Shut the doors, make sure nothing spawns on top of me. And that should now be charging up. It is, which means that all of that is now working, because to make coke ovens I actually need tons and tons of sand, and I was hoping that would have been ready before now. I'm going to get this bit of sand out. Now the other thing which I need is of course tons and tons of bricks, so those are going to go into the electric furnace. Now I'm going to want to automate this because I want to automate everything, so I'm going to need lots and lots of things like item ducts. So let's make together a few item ducts. I'm going to make say that many item ducts, because there are lots of... Is that actually even enough? You know, I think I'm just going to make up a full however many that makes me. 48 item ducts should be okay. I'm also going to need to make up some fluid ducts to get the fluids, which will be the creosote oil, out. Now I do have lots of copper now, so I have no worries about making up lots of fluiducts. Let's make up that many fluiducts. 54 fluiducts. Right, I have how many? I have 2 servos. I'm going to require more servos. Now servos I have forgotten how to make already, because I am forgetful. It is glass, iron nuggets, iron and redstone. Do I have plenty of iron nuggets? I like iron nuggets. Let's make up a couple of iron nuggets. So iron nuggets. Iron. I've forgotten it already, you know. It is iron, iron nuggets, glass and redstone. So just a few of those, because why not make excess? And obviously we're going to need a few chests. Chests. Do I not have any wooden planks? Apparently not. So let's just get up a stack of wooden planks. Make them up into... Well, that just went really badly, didn't it? Make them up into some chests. One thing I will say is it is nice to have enough stuff to actually just be able to make things up as I want. I don't have lots of iron. Ew. Nasty. Okay, well I'm going to make up a couple of these into iron chests anyway. Just because I can. So there will be an input chest and there will be, wait for it, an output chest. Now the other thing which I am going to want is somewhere to store the liquid, and I'm thinking, and it is extremely painful, but I am thinking that I might like, that's really slow, to make up a rolling machine for rolling things out, and that way I can look at skeletons with hats. That's an interesting hat. You have an interesting hat, skeleton. I'm going to need somewhere to store the creosote oil, and I could use a great many tanks to do that, and actually the ovens will hold quite a good amount of creosote oil, more than I'll make between episodes. But what I could actually make is the iron tank, I think, from Railcraft. I'm going to do it all Railcraft. Let's try tank, that might work better. The iron tank. Iron tanks are made from iron tank walls. They are not at all. Iron tank walls are made from iron plates. Iron plates are 4 of those. Am I going to have enough? I'm also going to need iron tank gauges, which is more iron plates. So, do I have enough iron? Well, I don't need iron for anything else, and I do have tons in my quarry, so let's go for it and see what happens. The rolling machine, which I believe can run off the Buildcraft power. It needs pistons, a crafting table, and some iron blocks. Now, I did make up 1 extra piston, so I'm going to need an extra 3 pistons. Tell me I have got enough wood. I'm short by that. Right, let's just make up a load of wood to ensure we have plenty of woody stuff to last me for however much wood I want. I've no idea what I'm saying. Right, 3 pieces of wood, that's 4, which is plenty. With those I'm going to get 3 pistons. Get rid of all of that. Oh, if I double click it does that, does it? I didn't actually know that. How interesting. Right, pistons. So if I double click, I can pick up the extra piston. That's so clever. Right, 1 crafting table, 1 set of pistons, and some iron nuggets gets me the Railcraft rolling machine. Now, I have been super tidy and I have completely buried the wiring for this. Have I just knocked the cable out? What? Yes, I must have just knocked the cable out. And now I am stuck. Horrors. Right, can I... Is my stone hatchet's broken? Okay, so I'm stuck. I am stuck in a hole. There we go. Pop back in cable before that all stops working. And pop in, if I pop the rolling machine in, just there like that, does it actually get a charge? It gets no charge. Darn. That means I'm going to have to do that outside. I'm stuck again. Right. What that means is that this is probably a good time to go to bed. Pop back in all the bits I knocked out. Which I am singularly failing to do. How hard can it be just to put a block in there? Apparently really hard. There we go. Is it still night time? It is still night time. So I'm going to go get mauled by a creeper or something, and see you in the morning.